This video and channel is for adult collectors only.
Delicious. Meter.
Crusher!
Okay, hello and welcome to the latest episode of Delicious Meter. Today we'll be taking a look at Legacy Velocitron Wave 2 Deluxe Class Crusher. We'll be seeing just how high or low this figure will rank on the Delicious Meter, so let's get right down to it, shall we? So taking a look at her in vehicle mode, this is how she comes packed in packaging. If you didn't already know that, now you know. And I gotta say, this looks pretty nice. It's got a nice homage to the Deluxe Class repaint from the original 2007 movie back in the day, and this brings back a lot of memories. I think this is the Decepticon logo from the movies right here, painted silver. I think, I can't really remember, but very nicely painted in silver there. And then you got the number 10 there, painted in white. Could have used another coat, not gonna lie. There's some black bleeding through, but not terrible. You got some gunmetal paint all over this thing, got red paint, which is pretty nice, black paint right here for the spoiler on top of the white, got some gunmetal type gray paint there on the wheels, which are Cybertronian wheels left over from the Siege Mirage mold, which I don't really like. You can tell there's like tech panel details on the wheels, which don't look good with an obvious Earth mode vehicle. I don't know what they were thinking there, but whatever. This is a Kingdom Mirage repaint with a new head sculpt, if you didn't already know that. And the weapons do store like this to give you a weaponizer vehicle mode sort of look, which I do like. I always love that option with the vehicles. They just tab into 5mm ports on each. It's kind of hard to tell because it's black, but on each side right here, they just tab right in. And on the guns, they are basically reused from, is this Siege Prowler? I think Kingdom Mirage had the guns from Siege Mirage, so I think these are just the same, and you could untab the missile, and that could be a little handheld pistol. So she's basically got 3 weapons, 3 guns you could use, or you could use this as a rocket, whatever. I'll show you guys my preferred option in robot mode, how I usually display her with these guns, which I do think these allow for a lot of cool options. I do love the accessories she comes with. And the vehicle mode, it rolls not too bad actually for wheels that aren't pinned in. And for a quick vehicle mode size comparison, here she is next to Netflix Bumblebee. Now, let's transform this female Decepticon, shall we? So first up, well, I also want to note that this doesn't really tab in too good at times. Sometimes it likes to untab on me for whatever reason. It is what it is. It's not terrible, but sometimes it does happen, I do notice. But yeah, onto the transformation. Let's do this. And the robot mode is pretty good. Very, very clean robot mode. I really like Crusher a lot. Became one of my favorite female cons for some reason. I don't know why, if it's the color scheme or just the design or the just evil Russian. She just reminds me of like a Russian lady that's just like stereotypical stern and just angry lady villain in movies. I don't know. It just gives me that vibe in the movies, but I do really like that sculpt. There is a little bit of black bleeding in on the upper part there, but not too big of a deal. And how I incorporate the weapons here, what I like to do is I like to plug this into this Siege port here. Don't mind the scratches on my hands. I've been playing with my kitten the past few days. Oh my god, my kitten loves to wrestle with my hands. If you're a cat owner, you know. But with this gun, I tab it in here like that, and then take this gun and I like to put it on the port right here to give her like a leg-mounted cannon. I always love leg-mounted cannons. I don't know why. It's just sort of like unorthodox and just cool looking to me. I don't know, but that is usually what I do with the cannons. She has like this underslung pistol sort of thing, and then she's holding the big gun, and then she has the leg-mounted cannon. I don't know, it's just something unique and cool looking to me that I love to give her. So there you go with that. And for a quick comparison and a mold comparison, basically a 2-in-1 right here. with Siege Mold Prowl. I do not have the Kingdom release anymore. I sold that and I kept Grimlock from the 2-pack, so I just got the Siege, but you can tell how similar and different the molds are between the Siege to Kingdom to Velocitron. So, and I also like to flip up with this gun. I tab it in here like that, and then take this gun and I like to put it on the port right here to give her like a leg-mounted cannon. I always love leg-mounted cannons. I don't know why. It's just sort of like unorthodox and just cool looking to me. I don't know, but that is usually what I do with the cannons. She has like this underslung pistol sort of thing, and then she's holding the big gun, and then she has the leg mounted cannon. I don't know, it's just something unique and cool looking to me that I love to give her. So there you go with that. And for a quick comparison and a mold comparison, basically a 2-in-1 right here with Siege Mold Prowl. I do not have the Kingdom release anymore. I sold that and I kept Grimlock from the 2-pack, so I just got the Siege, but you can tell how similar and different the molds are between the Siege to Kingdom to Velocitron. So, and I also like to flip up. Also like to flip these down, the spoiler bits, to give it some extra flair and to sort of differentiate her from Mirage a bit more.
Articulation time!
So, her articulation is pretty good, actually. I do like the movement on this mold quite a bit. Got some uppy like that, a little tad bit of down. Got some head tiltage for some expressions there, and then it rotates. Got some butterfly joints when you untab the shoulder joint there. You move it in, and you got a working butterfly joint, which I really do like. And the tabbing it in could be a bit weird sometimes. There you go. Rotate it all the way around, out like that. Biceps swivel 90 degrees at the elbow, inward wrist movement. You got the waist. You have an ab crunch due to transformation, but obviously works like an ab crunch, so there you go with that. Love that feature. I think more Transformers could benefit from an ab crunch. And you got leg uppy, leg backy like that. You got the thigh cut. You got 90 degrees of, well, yeah, 90 degrees of bend. That I untransformed it. That's why it looked like more than 90. And then you got uppy on the leg there, or on the foot there, which is great. A lot of down, and obviously the sweet ankle pivot. If you look closely, I know it's hard to tell on camera, but there's a gash on this foot right here because my kitten was chewing the foot like a couple days after I got this figure. Can you imagine your cat chewing on one of the rarest Deluxe class figures to come out in the past, like, 6 years? Oh my god, I was so frustrated. Alrighty, my final thoughts on Legacy Velocitron Wave 2 Crasher. I gotta say, I love the use of this mold way more than Mirage. I think it fits Crasher much better than Mirage. I'm always a firm believer that especially the Kingdom mold of Mirage, I do not like that much for the character, and I think he should be redone at some point soon here in the Generations line. But back to Crasher. This is a pretty great deluxe. I do love her. The articulation is nice with the ab crunch and the butterfly joints up in there. It's got a nice head movement. The lower legs are nice. The arms are a little bit lacking, no wrist swivel, and there's the hollow gap there for the transformation. So, but the accessories are fun to mess around with. You got a lot of weaponizer ports up in there, so you got options on how you want to display her with all her guns and the missile right there. And yeah, for a deluxe class, $25, you know, I'd give her a solid 8 out of 10 tasty treats. That has been another episode of Delicious Meter. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!